I was recently talking with my pastor about friendship, specifically about my friendships. And thinking about my friendships, specifically here in town, the people I see and hang out with the most, I couldn't help but acknowledge that F3 is the catalyst for just about all of my local friendships, not counting work relationships and family. My family and I moved back to Charlottesville 2 weeks after COVID shut down the world. I had a brother-in-law and some people I was close with 4 to 5 years before, many of whom had also left town since then. And if it weren't for F3, I know the last couple of years would have been very lonely, which brings me to my main point. There are many men out there without decent friendships. That was the plague that F3 was created to fight: middle-aged masculine loneliness. Think about the number of men in this group. I would guess that there are double, triple, and even quadruple the number of men in F3 Seville who are in our town and in need of relationship, belonging, community. So let's find them. I'm not very good at EHing, guys, but I need to get better. I challenge myself and each of you to EH at least one man before the end of the summer, and then EH one more before the end of the year. Give it away, men. We can't keep doing things to ourselves. That's Thunderdome out of Charlottesville, Virginia, and this is the COT Podcast. From the F3 Nation Podcast Studios.
I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
This is the COT Podcast, connecting the packs of F3 Nation through fitness, fellowship, and faith.
I'm Sean McKinley, 40 Denali.
Package. Trip win, 30. Bogey.
46, Turnpike.
COT Podcast starts right now.
Shut up and sit down.
Back again for another episode of the Circle of Trust podcast. What up, F3 Nation? It's your boy, Hello Kitty. Got my man, Jamie Vance Roseborough, better known as Rapido, across the F3 glooms. And a good day to you, sir.
Good day. Top of the morning to you, my good friend. How are you this morning?
I'm well, my brother. It's good to see you. Had a long journey home yesterday from the great state of Florida, 8 hours in the family wagon with a couple stops at a Cracker Barrel along the way. But man, all is good. Our kids are on spring break this week. We roll spring break right after the Easter holiday. And so spent a little time down in North Florida with family. Got to see some F3 guys, one of which is going to join us here in a matter of moments.
I'm excited.
But good to be home, my friend.
I bet it is. Yeah, it's not a stop at a Cracker Barrel if there's not also a Hampton Inn in that parking lot, right?
Well, there was a country boy breakfast on my plate. I
can
guarantee you that much.
Your
Uncle
YHC
Herschel's
here
is a solid too. I know
Uncle Herschel's favorite is where I go to.
I know it. Got some bourbon out of the great state of Georgia. So thanks to my friends in the great state of Georgia for opening up the shelves. There was Buffalo Trace as far as the eye could see.
It's pretty nice when you
were able to get a bottle of yesterday afternoon.
When you have a state that doesn't have poor relationships with such distilleries, such as we find ourselves here in North Carolina. But I
walked in and I said, "You guys have a limit on these?" The guy said no. And I legit said, "God bless you." I grabbed 7 of them.
It's something else comes to mind. We'll talk about it off the air.
Sure,
I'm glad you're back home safe in the good old North State. And I know you girls are probably glad to be back too, but it's good to go see some fam, get on the road.
Yep.
Good thing gas prices are being kind to you and your big rig these days.
Oh, listen, man. A huge thanks to the Costco in Pooler, Georgia. Hit it on the way down and the way back. It was perfect.
Nice.
It was perfect. So It was good, man. But all good. Kids had a great time. Mom had a great time. But good to be home and good to connect with you guys and share the news of the F3 Nation. I did get a chance to, on Monday morning, cue a workout called Pool Party on Jax Beach with the men of F3 Jacksonville, really kind of Ponte Vedra area, just south of Jacksonville, and got to hang out with some awesome dudes and cued the workout for those guys.
On the sand?
We got this great AO, right? Awesome park, playground. We just took off right for the beach. I got some intel. They're like, the beach is less than a mile away, 0.7. And as I was driving in, saw a nice parking lot for the Warmerama and thought we might as well head to the beach. And we had low tide, so we had tons of beach available.
They do have nice wide beaches down there.
They did in that part. That Jax Beach has got plenty of sand. And we did what I dubbed the launch code. So we did 10 burpees on one end, we did 10 squats on the other one, and we went all the way down to 10
Nice.
to 1.
Nice.
Man. So that was good, but got to hang
I always
out.
like to take a sandbag to the beach. Then you are actually literally taking sand to the beach.
I did that we were in Myrtle Beach last year for the Epic Family Beach Week.
Right.
And
I remember that.
I went to like an Ace Hardware store or whatever and bought a whole mess of sandbags, and each guy had to fill his own sandbag, and then we lugged them around.
That's
It was great. Yeah, built in.
Fantastic.
But I got home yesterday, and you, my great friend, had picked up some of our mail while I was gone, and waiting for me was a 60-pound Go Ruck sandbag. So let's get nuts.
Let's get nuts. I'm ready. Always need a good sandbag partner.
Yeah, why not? Hey, ready for a professional segue?
Professional.
Speaking of Go Ruck and our friends at Sandlot Jax, you guys have heard us talk about this for the last few weeks, and we've got but a few days to get you teed up if you're not attending, or get you fired up if you are, for what is a really cool partnership between F3 and our friends at Go Ruck and the larger outdoor fitness community.
Mm-hmm.
You guys know about getting yourselves outside. It's stinking core principle number 3. But our friends at Go Ruck believe the same thing. Get outside and get moving. And they've got a great event coming up this coming weekend, 22, 23, 24 April. It's called Sandlot Jax. It's a massive outdoor fitness festival with a ton of physical fitness activity. Rogue's going to be there. There's, obstacle course races. We've got an F3 workout that Saturday morning, and our man Saigon Sam is going to jump on and join us here in a minute to talk a little bit more about that. But then there's going to be music and guest speakers.
Mm-hmm.
We've been telling you Dredd was going to attend. Unfortunately, I think he's got some legal work in front of him. And so Dark Helmet going to step into the void and speak on behalf of F3 at the event. And you guys, if you've been on a call with him, and all the Nantans listening have heard that fire, know about that smoke. So he's going to be great. So we're going to have a bunch of F3 guys down there. It's going to be great. The website, if you guys are listening and you're like, dude, I should get down there, I can drive down there. I just made the drive. I know Macon, Georgia can get there. I know Savannah can get there. I know the boys from Richmond Hill can get there. I know all the Florida guys can get up there. It's sandlotjax.com. Use the code sunshine_F3 and you can save $50 to register, which is great. It's going to be a hoot, man.
I know. I wish I was.
If you were going to call it something, what would it be?
Hootenanny?
Hootenanny. It would be a blank of a time.
A whale.
Yes.
A whale of a time. I'm going to be in Orlando next week for Mammon.
Well, why don't you go early?
I tried. I wanted to. But my 2.0's birthday was last week.
Yes.
And we're actually doing more of a celebration this weekend. So Concentrica calls that I be here this week. Plus, I'm then going to be in Hampton Roads the following week for Mammon. Like my Mammon schedule is getting a little interesting here.
Can't be everywhere all the time. Right. You know who is going to be there?
Who is going to be there?
Barrel. Saigon Sam, Nantan out of the F3 Jacksonville region, joins us now on the live COT call-in. And Saigon, welcome to the show.
What's up, guys? Good to be here.
Long time no see, brother.
Yeah. Thanks for coming down and cueing that workout. That was good. You left the packs grumbling.
Good.
And whenever you get them grumbling, that's a good cue.
And not to toot my own horn, hooker, but brought an FNG out to boot.
He did.
Yes.
He did. Brought an
Welcome,
FNG.
FNG pig chili.
Pig chili? What in the world is that?
You had to us do the burpee bull in the arena deal, which I think is going to catch fire down here.
Yeah, introduced them to bull in the burpee ring, a Carpex favorite. So
that is a Hello Kitty staple.
It is. I introduced that on my very first, on my BQ. We did a football practice theme workout, which I know comes as a huge surprise to you guys, theme workout. But the bull in the burpee ring is always a good time, gets the competitive juices flowing. So this guy, James, the
homage to the Oklahoma drill.
This sort of, you're right. He's from Cincinnati. So we were going down the chili road, and then somebody said they got a chili thing called, like, I don't know, something with a pig. And then there was the chili thing, and there was Skyline, and we ended with pig chili. We thought it was a good combo. So there we go.
Yeah.
I think there's got to be like a special box to check or a square to fill in on the bingo card if you someone downrange.
Not bad, right?
You know what I mean? I think that's an interesting little needle to thread, I think.
Yeah. Quote, I said, hey, what'd you think of the workout? Quote, you trashed my body. Good.
That's all you can ever ask for.
That's right. Hey, Saigon, good to have you, man. You've got a busy weekend coming up. I know you're going to be a big part of the Sandlot Jax experience. And part of that is the men of F3 are going to host an F3 workout that Saturday morning outside the official gates of the event. So tell us a little bit about what's on the schedule, what you guys are going to be doing, and what this weekend is going to look like for you.
Absolutely. So with everybody coming in town, we thought, hey, let's host an F3 workout. So we're going to get the men of Jacksonville to converge, and we're going to try to get as many packs as possible, those attending and not attending Sandlot Jax. We have quite a few attending Sandlot Jax, but we're going to converge at 07, right outside this, right on the west side of the stadium. There's a Veterans Memorial Wall, and we'll do a traditional F3 parking lot beatdown. It'll be led by the SLT. I know we've got some of the SLT joining us. If any of you attended the 10-year, we will likely see that burpee start that Slaughter so loved to do.
Classic.
Followed up by a shoulder blast, that if I recall correctly. So we'll get after that. We've got a guy, Mr. Woodchuck, who you met, is going to lead a dolly prior at 06. So those who are running enthusiasts can get a little run in before the workout. And then we'll do some cafeteria right there in the parking lot, like a tailgate party. We'll get some Maple Street biscuit on out there in the parking lot, smothered and covered there, Rapido.
You had me a biscuit.
Yeah, there we go. And then we'll descend on the arena on Sandlot Jax, which is literally right across the street. And we'll let we're going to put together a command center. So we've got Cadre Danny. Linus is going to be joining us, and we're going to set up a little command center for F3. We'll let everybody know where the location is, but we're just going to have like a little tent. We're working that out with Mr. McCarthy, and we will we'll have like an area so you can come by and say, hey, what are the F3 guys doing right now? Where should I be? But most importantly, we got 10:30 as Kitty mentioned. Doa's going to be speaking. So we'll all get in there, and the black shirts will be in full form there. To join him for his talk and get everybody pumped up. Great opportunity to some folks, some Go Ruckers, some CrossFitters, and all the people that are there. And then in the afternoon, there's Go Ruck Nasty going on. I know a lot of guys would love to earn that patch. It's a pretty cool one. There's a patch every day for the patch enthusiasts, by the way. And so you can get a patch on there. And then in the afternoon, Cadre Danny, aka Linus, is going to lead a reunion ruck. So the very first GTE was in Jax Beach, and we're going to have some of the original members, and we're going to do a beer ruck at 1700. Probably do about maybe a 10K ish, and stop along the way at a few watering holes, and get back in time for the Silence and Light concert at night. So there's really a full day of festivities. There's speakers throughout the day. I mean, it's a legit festival. I mean, and so if guys are getting in Friday night, if you want to DM me on the Nation Slack, you can find me, Saigon Sam. I'm there. I'm on Twitter. Hit me up, hit Bada Bing up, and the two of us can help gather people together. We're going to try to get some guys together and rally a little bit Friday night before Michael Easter's keynote. And then Sunday, there's some more activities. Tim Kennedy's going to be down there grappling if anybody wants to get in the ring with him. I won't, because I've already had 2 ruptured discs and an ACL tear. I don't need to get in the ring with that dude. But somebody's more welcome to. And as Kitty mentioned, if you're within proximity, a few hours, just come on down. We'll figure out a place for you to stay if we need to. There's people camping out. It's going to be a big party. It's going to be like a Dead concert for fitness nutcases like us. So we should have a blast.
What's not to like?
It's going to be awesome.
Man, that's great.
This is a heck of an EH going on right here.
I gotta tell you,
FOMO is already at an all-time high, I think.
Can I move some things around? What can we do?
You're gonna turn and burn and go back down 95 south.
Sounds like it's gonna be incredible, man. Just so thankful for you guys and what you're pouring into it, rallying the local guys. They're running point out. So guys, get in the Nation Slack machine. You can find them that way. You can find them on Twitter as well. Bada Bing also down there running comms. So just get down there if you can, and show some support that way. Cause we love to see that F3 logo running around an event like this. What an opportunity, man, to showcase who we are and what we do and how we do it. It's going to be incredible.
Absolutely. And kick off that app, the Sandlot app, which is going to have all F3 workouts in it. So this is like the launch for that deal. So this is going to be awesome.
Yep.
So
All right,
I
Saigon,
would
we love you, man.
assume,
Thanks.
I was going to say, I would assume Helmet and maybe Bada Bing, anybody else is going to be running the nation's socials at, live.
You should
look-ins or anything like
you
that?
should anticipate being able to tune in to the nation's Instagram account and Facebook page to not only see some real-time activity, but to see some live activity as well. So we've got guys that are going to be on the ground. We got comms team that's going to be on the ground sharing that stuff. So keep your eyes this weekend, specific on that Facebook page as well, because it's a great spot for us to go live and bring you guys into the fold as to what we're doing. So great question, Pito. Thanks. And we'll be having that running. All right, Sammy, we'll catch you later, buddy.
Thanks, guys.
Saigon Sam Nantan of F3 Jacksonville, big part of Sandlot Jax this coming weekend. Hey, speaking of Dark Helmet, I would be remiss if we didn't take a moment and pause for El Presidente of F3 Nation, who today, somewhere between 43 and 48 years ago, because I can't remember exactly, but I know it's in that range, was born on this day. We got a birthday for Dark
420
Helmet.
birthday for the DOA.
Yep, it's a heater. And we wish our man Frank Schwartz, aka F3 Dark Helmet, happy birthday. And listen, man, on behalf of a grateful F3 Nation, a lot of you guys know this. For those of you who don't, you would be hard pressed to find a man who pours more of his time, treasure, and God-given gifts into this thing we call F3 for little to no return other than just some gratitude. And so, man, just thankful for you, brother. Hope you have a great birthday. And hope you celebrate. Hope you
happy
celebrate
birthday, Helmet.
Yep. Well earned.
HBH.
Great job being born.
Great job. Glad you're here. One more year around the sun. Let's go. Let's run it back. Let's do it again.
A few more news tidbits before we get into some T-claps, and we got a couple calls to get through as well. Guys, today is the 20th. The order for the F3 cycling kit closes tomorrow. So if you're listening to us today as the show drops, or even tomorrow, and you're a cyclist, whether that's a road bike or a mountain bike, or if you just love wearing spandex, this year's one is, I'll be honest with you,
it's fire.
Bro,
I'm not a cyclist by any trade. I used to be a motor cyclist. That was previous life. But the green, it's a dope kit, man. It's a real dope kit.
It looks good. It's a good quality kit. It's a little on the pricey side, but honestly, for a full cycling kit at the quality of which it is, with the F3 logo on it, with the F3 logo, the yearly logo on the back, that green color is super sharp. So go to the Nation website, go to the gear page. You'll see it right there. You've got a day if you want to get in on that and get one sent your way. So I want to make sure you know about that. Our next Grow Ruck event, right, as you're building out your calendar, is coming up in 2 weeks, right? So you got Sandlot Jax this week, 23rd, right?
Yeah.
And then the week after that, 30th. Am I right?
Right. Yeah. So like a week and a half from now. Yeah.
We got the boys of Middle Tennessee. So that's GTE 27.
And then fast on the heels of that, 2 weeks after that, middle of May is Northwest Arkansas 28.
Plenty of opportunities. Seattle, Pacific Northwest coming at you in June.
Correct.
Right. You got a lot.
July is Plainfield outside of Chicago.
August,
taking the month of August off.
September,
Cherokee, Georgia.
So a lot of good stuff, man.
Yeah, man. We're at a tempo now with, we've got cadres, we've got trainers, we've got I think another iteration of cadres in training this weekend, next weekend. Get those guys up to speed. So there's about to be some whole hell of a lot of invigorating going on.
Sure is.
And I
love the smell of invigorating in the morning. The COT Podcast Studios team effort will be descending on Virginia Beach in October.
Correct.
Hopefully we both don't get killed again on the way back in, because it happened last time.
What do you mean?
Remember when we were walking, when we were,
you mean like, yes.
Yes, like, figuratively,
yes.
casualty carried. And he said, the whole COT podcast is dead. What are you going to do now?
It's a great moment.
It was a great time.
Yeah, I can't wait for October.
Me neither.
It's going to be great.
Speaking of Hampton Roads,
if I can get this dang foot of mine and stuff.
You'll be all right. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Long time, loyal listener, friend of the show, Funny Car, with an update from Hampton Roads about something he picked up when he was downrange.
Oh,
I think it's pretty cool. So let's check in with Funny Car.
Hello, Kitty and Rapido. It's Funny Car from F3 Hampton Roads, and I'm calling to share a fun workout we do in F3 Hampton Roads. I was borrowed from the Screaming Eagle AO in the F3 Cape Fear region. Last year on Easter weekend, I was vacationing with my family in Carolina Beach and posted Screaming Eagle where they played Frank's Ball which is a standard kickball game with Merkins performed after outs and runs. They played it in the parking lot. Had a great time playing, so I brought it back to Hampton Roads. And now on the first Thursday of every month at our Quack Quack Honk AO, we play Frank's Ball. We usually have between 12 and 18 packs show up. We play in a Food Lion parking lot. We try to divide the teams evenly, and it's just a fun time. It's a great way to get the competitive spirit out with the packs. We've played 11 times. We've had some blowout games. We've had some close games. We've had one game in a tie. Yours truly has a record of 2-8-1 with a 2-game winning streak going on. We usually perform between 200 and 300 Merkins during Frank's Ball. And again, each kicker gets one kick, and if he kicks it out of bounds, it's an out, and we move on to the next kicker. So it's just a fun way to have a competitive match with the Packs and F3 Hampton Roads. And I just want to thank F3, Kate Fear, for letting us borrow Frank's Ball. While I'm on the phone, I have to give a shout-out to Neptune's Adventure, October 7th, 8th, and 9th, GTE 32. I know we have some great GTEs before then, but this is in October, and we're looking forward to a bunch of packs coming to Virginia Beach to enjoy Neptune's Adventure with us. That's all for now. Thanks for all the things you two do to keep the packs of F3 Nation informed. Until next time, Funny Car, F3, Hampton Roads.
Love it.
That was a professional call right there.
Two Nantans in one show, by the way.
My goodness, boy.
I'm looking forward to October. Frank's Ball sounds amazing. It's similar to my IAO that I site queue here in my neighborhood has a little T-ball field, little league field, and we have been known to bust out the old red rubber ball and
sure have
do something very similar where you've got to stop and do 10 Merkins or 5 burpees between each base while you're running. I mean, we get real creative. So it's not just the kickball game, right? But there's a lot more. And guys are out there. I've seen guys pouring sweat like they don't do during a boot camp after a kickball game.
Also, how about we don't take ourselves too seriously? You know what I mean? Have some fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Have some fun while we're out.
I get my daggone capital improvements completed over here, Dan.
You're close. You're getting closer by the day. Grateful for our man Funny Car. He called us at 844-4COT packs. That's the call-in line for you to call us and leave messages about what's happening in and around your part of F3. So guys, let us know. Give us a call, 844-4COT packs, or send us an email, COT@f3nation.com. Couple T-claps to give out before we hear from Bones on hypnosis this week on your health tip.
And remind me, if I don't think of this, I've got a special request for Bones to research and talk about a topic.
Oh, I like it. We'll come back to that. Put a pin in it.
Put a pin
for now. Here's to the men of F3 Cherokee who participated in the Limitless 5K, a run, walk, or roll. So their idea for this event is to be all inclusive. So folks in wheelchairs were able to participate. And I believe the men had Speed for Knee chairs out there from F3 Cherokee. So a tip of the cap and a T-clap to those men. Again, a T-clap to my men of F3 Jacksonville for just being so accommodating and hospitable this weekend. Thank you guys for taking care of me on Monday. And then a special T-clap to the men of F3 St. Louis for launching Belleville, Illinois.
That's peak Americana out there in Southern Illinois. I think that's near O'Fallon on the other side of the river. From
you are correct, sir. And making that trip from Decatur to St. Louis many times as I did, I believe we drove through that. 2 FNGs, great things happen in the 6-1.
I might find myself out there at Scott Air Force Base.
Well, then you might need to find yourself over there. Yeah, just the
TBD.
Okay, tell Bones what you want him to research first, and then we'll hear from him.
Okay, yeah. So I was talking to yesterday morning, Sosa, who's also my chiro, and
John Lancaster, Carry Chiropractic. Highly recommend if you're in the local area.
Yeah. He's his business is probably quadrupled with F3 since he joined F3 with F3 customers. But I saw him this morning for a solid adjustment. Came out there 2 inches taller. Anyway, we were talking yesterday after Claymore during truck cafeteria. There's a place here in town that he has gone to a few times, and I've heard of these before, these sensory deprivation tanks. I don't know if you're familiar with this, where
put you in a saltwater tank, right?
Yeah.
Super dark, super quiet.
Yeah. Or he's like, they have house music, or you can plug your phone. So you've got your own type of music that'll play through the system, or you can be just totally silent or podcast with your thoughts. But he says in these baths is 1,000 pounds of Epsom salts. And so the water is so dense that you are, more than floating almost. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so I know somewhat tangentially about what the health benefits mentally might be, to where you are completely, removed from all outside distractions, and you might be working through challenges mentally or whatever. But I would be interested to see what Bones knows or thinks about sensory deprivation in general, or these tanks, or I don't know. I've not asked Bones for any special requests before, but I would love his take.
I think you are at liberty to ask.
I would hope that comes
moment of
with,
personal privilege.
This
Point of order. Microphone.
Right. But I'm interested in trying one. It's a little pricey, but I'm interested in.
I'll tell you what. To that point, if there are items that you want to have him cover, why don't you let us know?
Yeah.
COT at f3nation.com. We'll make sure Bones gets it. Cool. Well, he's talking about hypnosis. It feels somewhat connected.
That's what made me actually kind of think about it, seeing it here on the script.
Stand by for Bones.
Hello, COT Podcast. It's another great day for wellness. This is Bones with a health tip for the PAX of F3 Nation. Okay, PAX, true disclaimer. This health tip is one that I have actually never tried. In fact, until recently, I would have never considered it as a healthy strategy, and instead simply looked at it as some form of cheap entertainment. So, before I tell you what it is, I want you to get comfortable, clear your mind, and carefully watch this pendulum as I slowly count from 10. 10. You are completely relaxed. 9. You love working out in the morning at 5 a.m. 8. You enjoy burpees. 7. All right. You get the picture. I'm talking about hypnosis, and more specifically, the health benefits of it. Now, before you get all shallow Hal and Office Space on me, let me explain. Believe it or not, hypnosis and hypnotherapy are some of the oldest forms of therapy used by medical professionals. According to experts, hypnosis is actually a naturally occurring state of mind that we all experience quite frequently, whether by accident or by choice. During hypnosis, the critical factor of the conscious mind is set aside, allowing the subconscious mind to be more receptive to positive suggestions given by a hypnotist. Hypnosis is highly effective in changing negative feelings and behaviors. It can eliminate unhealthy or destructive habits, improve physiological and physical health, provide solutions for physical challenge, and increase an individual's performance and sense of well-being. Stuck with your weight loss efforts? Hypnosis can help. Want to stop smoking? Hypnosis can help. Want to overcome limiting beliefs about your physical capabilities? Hypnosis can help. In truth, we are a product of the stories we tell about ourselves, and a hypnotist can help you rewrite and clarify yours to achieve the goals that you have. I recently interviewed Lauren Hall, a trained hypnotist, for this week's Hunt for Wellness podcast episode, and she dives into some incredible details about the art of hypnosis and the way she helps her clients. In fact, it was a PAX member who introduced us as a result of the amazing results he received by working with her. So PAX, open your mind to the potential of hypnosis to your wellness strategy, as well as check out this week's Hunt for Wellness podcast episode for my interview with Lauren, which drops this Thursday. Kitty and Rapido, when I snap my finger, you will awake and resume this awesome podcast. Keep up the good work, man. This has been Bones guiding the PAX of F3 Nation on their hunt for wellness. Gotta go.
A little scared what they might find in there.
Free your mind and the rest will follow.
Yeah. That's a pretty good jam. Jock Jam's volume like 5, probably.
Thank you, Bones. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, man.
Mañana. because
That'll be interesting to
Wednesdays, we got
see.
this. It'll be
Stuff
good.
like that's super interesting.
I think so too. I agree. All right, my friend, you got a quote worth repeato before we wrap up the show.
I do. And sorry, I keep grabbing the mouse, but the little USB thing is not with this mouse. And so there's no mouse working. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Nobody would have known.
I know.
Nobody would have known.
I'm stalling.
I got you. I could have filled this time. We don't need.
Well, you could
dead air
have, but
here.
then you know what? This is the real.
It is the
real pedo.
Sure is.
Full
pedo.
We got little pedo at daycare. This is the real pedo.
I'm looking forward to his little dudes afternoon this weekend. But anyways, I died.
Yeah, we're gonna have some fun this weekend.
Yeah.
So I was thinking this week and last week, as you know, I mentioned in passing just a few minutes ago, I got this nagging foot injury. It's like top of my foot, like stress fracture type injury where it doesn't hurt all the time, hurts more when you stand up, get a little warmed up, get moving, doing better. First feet on the carpet out of the bed this morning.
Have you put an X-ray on it?
No X-ray. Did a laser treatment over at Sosa, which was dynamite.
Yep.
But anyway, so thinking about motivation, and we've talked before, and you see a lot of diagrams about motivation and the ebb and flow of what that means and what that looks like. And I think it means a lot of different things to a lot of different people and how they sort of maintain their ability to stay motivated. I think that's a challenge for a lot of folks, particularly as we get older and we're trying to get out in the morning and we've got mammon and we've got kids and we've got wife. I mean, like there's a lot to balance and a lot to juggle, and you're seeing some physical progress. So how do you balance that with, your concentrica? So that motivation can be a challenging key. So I like this quote based on looking at a bigger picture than just this week or the next 3 weeks or even the next couple of months. So in the short term, you are as good as your intensity. In the long term, you are only as good as your consistency. That's a Shane Parrish quote via Bartman that I hope I've not said on this program before.
I don't think so.
Because it's an older one that I've got in the holsters. And
it's like what do you do? What are you about? What do you do? What are you about? What do you do all the time? Not just like at the beginning of that spurts, right? Like you can do some things really good for a quick amount of time. What are you consistently about? Right? Do you get in and out of shape, or are you maintaining your physical fitness? Do you get in and out of moments of dedication to your spouse, or are you maintaining lifelong faithfulness and loyalty to that most important relationship?
Exactly.
Are you working to be a good dad this week? Or are you constantly doing things with consistency to love and protect your family and to provide for your little ones? Same thing with work, right? Like, what are you about? What do you do? Do you do it with consistency? Are you constantly doing those things, little things? I even, it's funny you bring this up. So I, shared some words with the guys at COT on Monday. This isn't about me. It's just a message I delivered to them, but it fits with this. I said, boy, a lot of you guys probably coming off Lenten journey, right? 40 days, 46 days before Easter. You hit a sort of peak faith moment on Easter Sunday, and you leave church and maybe you leave family dinner on Sunday feeling really good, right? It's Super Bowl Sunday, Resurrection Sunday, if that's what you believe, right? It sort of peaks there. That's the moment. It's all solidified. And now what do you do Monday morning?
Right.
Right. What do you do Monday morning after 40 days of waking up on Lent and focusing on your faith? Or what do you do? What do you do now? You consistently keep going with what you do every day. And you consistently keep pushing on those things. And it's easy after you've trained for 19 weeks for a marathon, or you've trained for 2 months specifically for a grow ruck, the next week to sort of, what do I do now?
Right.
You keep doing the things you do.
Yeah. At its core, this quote really is sort of that get right principle.
You're always
right.
getting right.
What are you doing day in and day out to try to get, 1% better, to try to keep elevating yourself and accelerating yourself to accelerate those around you? Your consistency comes in all different forms, like you're talking about, right? All different F's is a consistent thing with your diet, with what you're putting into your body. Helmut's got a really good talking point during Grow School about the things in which we consume into our bodies are not always food or beverage. There's a lot of things visually into your brain that can have incredibly negative impacts on your mental health, on your attitudes, on your morals, on all kinds of things. And so your consistency, while it may come in short bursts, like you're saying, for that marathon train or for that GTE, get a couple of days on the other side of that marathon and that GTE, get back under the weight, get back on your feet, get back out in the gloom.
Couple days of traveling for work, get your eyes on your family. Look at them. Close your eyes if you have to, and do a little looking at the concentrica on out. Physically picture them. I listened to some Tony Robbins stuff back in the day, and he would talk about this. And I think this is a good thing you can employ tomorrow. Close your eyes. Look at God. Look at him. If you have an idea what Jesus looks like, stare him in the face, if that's what you believe. Look at your wife's face with your eyes closed. Look at your kids' faces with your eyes closed. Look at your best friends' faces with your shield. Look at them. Focus on that. Put your attention there. Take it off yourself. Focus there. Look there. Open your eyes. Go attack the day with all you got in your heart. Go. Do that. You can do that tomorrow.
You can do that today.
You could do that right now.
Right after listening to this program.
Close your eyes and just look at them.
That's
how you stay focused on what you got to do every day.
Right. Agree, man.
I almost cursed at the end. I got fired up there. I almost dropped an F-bomb, but I didn't.
I saw it brewing. I wasn't going to stop it. I knew it was coming. I've been around you long enough to know what was about to happen. I was just
held it back. I had a
good
one.
Pull that needle out and they'll let the exponents fly.
That's right. All right, guys, go out there and get after it. If another man hasn't told you this today, we love you. The nation loves you. And focus, man. Focus. Get a little bit better each day. We'll catch you next week. This has been the COT Podcast, connecting the packs of F3 Nation to something bigger than themselves. Please rate and review the show and share it with your F3 brothers, friends, family, and sad clowns who might need a little F3 in their lives. Follow all things F3 on Twitter at F3 Nation and follow our show at F3 COT Podcast. I'm Brian Jodas, 40, Hello Kitty.
And I'm Jamie Roseborough, 38, Rapido.
And this has been the COT Podcast.